tomorrow night to
Nou ja,
do
het is
something different than we did
duidelijk dat
against Poland.
wij heel veel
And Nathan, I think,
ervaring
what did you
hebben
learn from the two
in het spelen
qualification
tegen
games
Frankrijk.
against France?
Daar hebben we
Well,
heel veel moeite
we've
in
played a lot
veel
against
wedstrijden
France recently.
meegemaakt. Dus dat geeft wel aan dat het een sterke tegenstander is.
We struggled
En,
in certain matches against
die natuurlijk
France,
heel ervarend
so
is
this
en compact
tells
speelt.
me that they're obviously a very
En
good
met name
opponent.
natuurlijk in de
They have a lot of
omschakeling. Op het moment
experience.
dat ze de bal winnen.
They try to keep
Weten we dat
things
tegen Oostenrijk. Dan zijn ze in
compact.
no time.
And when
aan de
they
andere kant.
win the ball back, as we saw
Hebben ze natuurlijk
against
geweldige individuele kwaliteit
Austria,
met snelheid. Dus
they very quickly
daarmee
then
geef je
move
al
up the field. They've
gelijk
got
het
great individual
antwoord.
players,
Dat
lots
je
of
probeert te
speed.
voetballen. Maar dat je zeker in je opbouw heel
So
vast moet zijn. Geduld moet
our
hebben.
answer is to
En wel
try and play
zorgen
football.
voor
In terms of
die
how we
rest van
build
de
play, we're
jongens.
going to have to be solid, we're going to have to be patient,
Gentleman there.
and we're going to have to defend well too.
Oh, sorry. Ja, eigenlijk heeft de trainer het al aangegeven. De laatste 2 wedstrijden die we tegen hen hebben gespeeld waren we misschien niet zo zorgvuldig.
Well, the last two games against France,
ja, veel counters tegengekregen.
we weren't good enough
dat zij willen. Ik denk dat we vooral van onszelf
with the ball,
gaan en ja, zo goed wat
and we suffered a lot from their counterattacks. So we're going to have to try and keep the ball as well as possible and try to create chances.
From Portugal. You were one of the best players in the whole first match day, being fundamental in recovering in high areas, carrying ball, and building from the left flank. France have very fast players and can create danger. Tactically, how you will manage potentially going up in the field, building, helping the team building, and defense transition. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's that's going to be the challenge. Obviously, they have a lot of fast players up front, very good players. So you have to make the decision when to go forward, when to defend. But obviously, you want to go out from your own qualities from the team. What do we want tactically? I think we can't just defend. We also have to attack. So you have to make the right decision when to go, when to stay.
Goedenavond, Noah Falen, SBS Nederland. Vraag aan Ronald. Met oog op eventuele veranderingen in je opstelling.
Question for
maak je een afweging tussen jongens
Ronald Koeman. If you're going to
of
change the team a little bit,
maken vanwege prestaties tegen Polen?
are you going to trust in the starting 11 from the last game or change things?
Dat is het allerbelangrijkste.
Well, I think it
Er zijn
depends.
heel veel goede dingen geweest.
You make your choices depend on how you're planning the game,
wat we beter moeten doen.
what we're expecting to do during the game ahead. So we did some good things in the first game. There are things we could improve both in defense and in attack, but we have to now really dare to play football. So when we have possession, we need to manage it well. You could always have a big debate about the starting 11. But what we do is we analyze our opponent to be able to really show our strengths against our opponent. You'll see who's in the starting 11.
Ronald, ¿qué tal? Bonsoir. Est-ce que vous préférez que joue Mbappé ou non? Demain.
Would you prefer Mbappé to be playing or not tomorrow?
Ik weet niet. Ik denk dat Deschamps weet of hij wel of niet speelt.
I don't know.
We moeten afwachten.
Deschamps will know if Mbappé is going to be playing or not. We'll just have to wait and see.
Wanneer hij niet speelt, dat er een ander staat die
But France is such a strong team that even if Mbappé is not playing,
mee bezig gehouden, want daar hebben we geen invloed.
The substitute will be a great player as well.
Meer invloed te hebben op wat wij zijn.
I can't really focus on this. We can't influence this. All we can do is try to influence our team and to prepare ourselves as best as we can.
Mbappé wel of niet speelt. En
not everything depends on whether Mbappé is there or not. We know that he can be a game changer. He had a big influence on the last two games, the two qualification games, but It doesn't depend on us. We just have to start the game. The question for the coach. In October, we lost 2-1 to France in Amsterdam.
Ja, dat is...
Have
Er is
you
moeilijk
made
gezegd.
progress since then?
Dat hopen we morgen.
Well, it's difficult to say, really.
Ik denk dat dit...
We hope that we'll be able to prove tomorrow that we have improved.
Het feit dat we een redelijke voorbereiding hebben gehad.
It's different. Maybe because we've prepared well, we've had the friendlies.
Dus er zal ongetwijfeld een beter
We've had more time now to work on our tactics, our system, so there'll be a better team tomorrow against France.
Vraag voor alle twee eigenlijk. De wooggemeenschap.
I have a question for the two of you.
Over een aantal lookalikes van Ruud Gullit met schoensmeer op hun gezicht. Wat is jullie opinie daarvan? En ook zeker Nathan die vaak als een lookalike Gullit.
We saw some people with make-up trying to imitate Gullit. What do you think about this? Well, these people imitating Ruud Gullit, it's not really, you know, an issue, but I think it is taking it. Well, he said himself that for him it was an honor, so you know we shouldn't make it into too much of an issue. Yes, I agree with what Nathan just said. So there you go, that's my answer.
Ook wel, Valentijn, of niet? Dat je het vraagt. Nee, ja, nee. Helemaal eens met Nathan.
No, all I have to say is that I agree with what Nathan said.
Hi, Stan Honig from the Bild newspaper in Germany. Question to Mr. Koeman. Here at RB Leipzig, Xavi Simons is a hero for the crowd, but in the Netherlands, he's really a bit struggling. What makes you sure that everyone will see tomorrow the Bundesliga Xavi in Leipzig?
Yes, I think you are explaining that on a good way. A little bit more critics in Holland. I think, and that's always possible if maybe you didn't reach the level, what the level is by Red Bull Leipzig, but we are still totally confident in the qualities of the player. The player is a big talent, and a big talent will make good days, bad days, and he will develop himself as a really good player. And as a coach, I have 100% confidence in the player.
Sander Paulus, RTL Nieuws, Nederland. Vraag voor Ronald Koeman. Wat is het meest waarschijnlijke scenario of gameplan?
A question for Ronald Koeman.
Waarin in Nederland inmiddels
What's the most probable scenario? What's your strategy for this game?
Nou, je probeert.
Will Wout Weghorst be playing in the starting 11?
Proberen iedere wedstrijd het maximaal uit de groep te halen. Ik heb ook
Well,
aangegeven dat we,
as I said earlier,
dat het dicht bij elkaar ligt. En we zullen morgen met
every match is different and we can make changes.
We hebben spelers die starten.
I'll only tell you the team tomorrow.
En dan zal je wel zien wat Wout.
Some players start the game and some players will also end the game. So you'll see tomorrow what Wout Weghorst's role will be.
Vraag aan Nathan. Zie je eigenlijk veel andere wedstrijden dit toernooi? En wat valt je op?
A question for Nathan. Have you been watching a lot of the games? Have you noticed anything about the other teams? I've watched almost all of the games. It's been a great tournament thus far. Lots of goals. So yes, I've been enjoying it.
Okay.
Ilse van Wingen, de Hart van Nederland, SBS 6. Voor jou, Nathan. Een wedstrijd waar veel druk op staat. Hoe ga je
A question for Nathan.
slapen? En ga je er al vannacht over dromen hoe die wedstrijd gaat?
This is going to be a high pressure game. How will things be for you tonight? Are you going to be dreaming about the game? No, I think I will just sleep normally. I always try to sleep well, and then I try to focus on the game the next day and look over some images and prepare for the game. Tonight I'm going to take it easy and sleep.
Hi, een vraag voor de bondscoach, John Graat van Trouw.
A question for the coach. People talk a lot about Mbappe, but France has a great attack. How are you going to prepare your team? What are the lessons you learned against Poland? Well, the lesson learned against Poland is that you need to play at a high level for 90 minutes, not just 60 minutes. Careful about where you lose the ball, in which parts of the pitch you really need to dare to play. You always need to think about where you are in defense, what's your position, what will happen if I lose the ball here. This is all very important. So we have to be careful for our opponent's speed as well.
Phil Foden, your Man City teammate, has had a bit of criticism for his performances for England. I just wondered what you made of that.
Well, yeah, obviously it's hard for me to hear because I know how good he is. Every day in training, in games, you see the best of him always. Technically, he's one of the best I've ever seen. So, yeah, obviously, when you see the critics and stuff, it's hard, but you're going to have to deal with it in England. Obviously, there's going to be critics, so I'm sure you'll be fine with it, and I'm sure you'll be top this tournament.
Martijn Krabbe dan, Voetbal International. Ronald, je had in je eerste periode als bondscoach altijd wel goede voorspellende gaven of een goed voorgevoel. Voor
Ronald,
thuis die je won, voor Frankrijk thuis die je won. Hoe is dat nu?
Ja, het voorgevoel is
you
wel feit.
won against France
Maar ik heb een goed
in the past, and you had a good feeling about that game. What's your feeling now? Well, I can't predict everything, but I have a good feeling. Our preparation's been good. We've got 26 players who are all in good shape. So for us, this match is a challenge. This team has been playing together for a long time. They've played more international matches than we have. The 3 points against Poland give us a bit of breathing space. We can be calm now. We want to get a good result. It's a challenge for us now, and we need to be good. So I'm really looking forward to it. I have a good feeling.
Nathan, I'm from Xinhua News Agency from China. Many people say that the Netherlands team has the best defense line in the world football today, and you are part of that very top-class defense line. Does that increase your confidence to help the side to go very far in this tournament? Thank you.
Well, thank you. But yeah, I think we have a very good backline. Not even only the players who start, but also the players who are on the bench. A lot of experience at top clubs and play at a very high level. So obviously it gives you a confidence. But I think, in my opinion, overall the whole team is looking very strong. We have a lot of players at top clubs and who play for prizes every year. So not just the defense and the whole team. I'm very confident.
Nathan, hello, here. Nuno Travassos, a ball Portugal. Portugal won here a few days ago. I wonder if you talked with Bernardo, João Cancelo, Mateus, and Ruben to maybe have a duel, a meet later in this tournament.
If we have a meet?
If you talked with him about play Netherlands and Portugal later at this tournament.
Not yet. Sometimes we still talk in the group chat, but this is more kind of jokes and stuff. Not really serious about when we're gonna face each other. But no, it was good to see them play. I will always watch out for my teammates, so I watched the game and I think they had a tough game, but it was good. I think especially Ruben played very, very well.
Okay, do we have any more questions? No? Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.